We're talking about
celebrity news.
P. Diddy,
Sean,
Puff Daddy,
yeah,
Love, Brother Love,
whatever you want to call him, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy, Diddy Combs, whatever you want to call him. Listen, there's a lot of people taking shots at this man on social media, in the news, and there's people who supporting him and saying they give their prayers. I was listening to Fat Joe, and Fat Joe was like, "Look, that's one of my closest friends for 30 years," and listen. I respect what Fat Joe said. Listen, I'm saying my prayers for him and his family. Listen, I'm not going to say anything. This is a subject where you say nothing and just sing your prayers. Shout out to that man. That man is exactly what you should be in a time of this, where you have so many people coming out trying to destroy Diddy, man. And listen, there's people
allegedly
that's been knowing Diddy for 20 years throwing their shots. Everybody's throwing their shots, but
well, there's people that have been throwing shots for 20 years.
Well,
too,
listen,
so
I think when your man is a billionaire and he's successful and he's on top of the mountain, they're going to do everything to destroy your kingdom. And how do you destroy a kingdom? You basically say SA or you say some type of allegation towards
allegedly
assaulting a woman. And guess what? You want to destroy a man's kingdom? In today's world, this is not. Listen. This is how you do it. You put him in a situation where you saying something has to involve a woman, right?
Yeah, so let's just get into it. I guess it depends on if it's true or not, on how we're going to feel about it, but it doesn't ever look good when you got a military operation at 3 of your mansions all around the country. So it's not looking good, but let's see. 50 Cent has something to say about it. So we'll review what he did. There's some new things that came out as well within the last couple of days that we're going to go over, but we'll start with this one.
Celebrity news.
And then we'll get your reaction.
Yeah, let's do it.
So on Tuesday, March 26, 50 continued his online trolling aimed at the Bad Boys mogul by pulling Jay-Z into the conversation. Unserious as ever, 50 Cent shared an image of a milk carton with Hope's face edited onto its missing children's ad slide.
Good Lord.
Anybody seen Jay? LOL. He captioned the Instagram post. Puff said the ain't answering his phone. LOL. The New York City native poked fun at Diddy and Meek Mill with a deep fake video of Donald Trump using the N-word earlier this week. Soon after, the aforementioned Homeland Security investigation into Diddy's properties was revealed in late March.
We're going to pause that real quick. So basically, 50's doing what he's been doing.
Is that true, though?
What?
Donald Trump.
No, they said it's a deep fake. So we're not going to play that. You could go watch that if you want. But basically, somebody created with probably AI Donald Trump sitting in an interview that he had with CNN or Fox News in the past, and he's talking shit to Diddy in this interview instead of saying what he really said.
Okay.
They used AI to. It was weird, but anyway.
Denied.
Right. So we're gonna get into that's 50. So he's been trolling for over a decade, I think. He's been calling Diddy a fruit pop and all kinds of things for a while, and some of it may or may not be true based on what happens with these allegations. Yes. We also got another video. This guy Torre, he has a kind of a personal experience with this that he shared the other day as well.
So is this someone who worked with Diddy?
Not exactly, but he had, I think, a relative who did, or who tried to. I think they were interning. Well, let's just let him explain it real quick, and we'll get your reaction to that too.
You know, I was personally disturbed many years ago. Okay, I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh, like this is how it goes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So to hear that things went even further with potentially, allegedly, many other people, it's not, we feel like we've seen this coming.
All right, we're going to pause that too. So basically, this guy has a semi-personal experience.
Allegedly.
That his family member, who was a male, he made sure to let that be known that it was a male, not a female, was asked to spend the night. Diddy asked them to spend the night, or I'm going to just cut off your internship, and they said no, and then the internship was over. So, allegedly. But we got some articles to go over, too. But so far, what do you think of this? Is this one of those situations where there's smoke, there's fire, or do you still think there's not enough smoke yet?
I don't think it's enough smoke, but it is fired, and there is smoke, but it's not enough. And that's my opinion. Once again, man, listen. Is Diddy doing freak-offs? Yes.
Allegedly.
Is Diddy sleeping with men?
Allegedly.
I don't know. Is Diddy fucking rappers? I don't know.
Allegedly.
Like Meek Mill?
I'm going to say this, and no.
You stupid.
Meek Mills is not gay. So we're going to not get into this. What's up, Philly? Shout out to Philly.
Stop the cap.
Philly know what's up. Anyway, I truly think, this is my opinion. If y'all think Meek is gay, that's y'all opinion. I think different. But getting back to Diddy, he's in a position right now is very dangerous. He's already took a lot of L's that he's still rich as fuck though. So, and he still got the position of power. You guys don't understand how it works. Go look at all these guys knocking down his cribs, right? They knocking down his houses. He's still, you don't hear them saying this Diddy is the sexual predator. You don't hear them saying Diddy is the guy.
Allegedly.
They're not saying that yet because they don't have the evidence. They can't say these things because you can get sued. And it goes back to like an OJ trial. If you fuck up evidence, they will lose.
Right.
So they got to be very careful what they say.
They're a lot better with that nowadays than they used to be.
They got to be careful what they say, what information they put out. Now listen, you can't spend, let me tell you something. And this is a conversation we had, earlier. If they knocking down your door in New York City, okay? They're knocking down your door in Miami. Shout out to the 305. They knocking down your doors in the most beautiful country. And I'm going to say this very quickly. If you ain't been to L.A., I mean, outside of the strippers, the hoes, and the drug dealers, L.A. is very, very nice. Unbelievable weather. I think it's expensive as fuck, though. To live in L.A., everybody got a G-Wagon. Everybody driving a motherfucking S550.
You what?
But if they can raid L.A., I mean, this costs $3 to $5 million.
I mean, these are all different agencies, too. They had to work together on this
costs
shit.
$3 to $5 million of taxpayer money. You motherfuckers are paying for it. The taxpayers. I don't know if y'all know that.
I think they're okay with it if a criminal goes away.
Well,
but if it's a waste of time.
The only time they do something like this, bro, is if you a kingpin.
Or if they have enough evidence.
I mean,
that's...
Is he a kingpin?
I mean, depends on what you're saying. You're talking about like in the crime ring,
they saying,
like a crime ring kingpin?
Puff Daddy is a sex trafficker. Do y'all truly believe that? Do American, I mean, in the comments, you guys can say this. Listen, we can say this on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Like and subscribe, follow us on every platform. And the reason why our podcast is so important on this subject, because it shows that, listen, as men, we must be very, very smart and calculated who we choose to fuck with. I think every guy in 2024 should now you should be having paperwork where you have a female sign her rights away, or anybody rights away, so you are protected. Only because at any time you.
What do you mean by rights?
I mean, listen,
like they don't have rights to do what?
They don't have anything to say towards whatever conversation or relationship.
Yeah, I mean, he did that.
No, I understand that, but he did it at a certain point. Listen, guys have to be very, very protected, because even if you do a freak off, right, and you have an orgy, and it's everybody comes in and they sign up for it, that can hit you in 10 years and say somebody caused a STD or something happened where they suing you.
Bruh.
So you're not saying, so what you're saying is sign it in case of like petty shit that really wasn't your fault technically happens later. Not if you're breaking the law and you just want to get away with breaking the law. Listen, you're not talking about that, right?
Listen, we don't want to break the law.
But that's what they're saying he did. That's the issue.
I mean, understandable, right? But what I'm saying, for any guy coming into money, if you're a multi-millionaire today, right? You're 21, 24, 32, your first million, 2 million, You got enough money to create a family or fuck a lot of females. You can do whatever you choose. You must make sure you protect your money and your name, because what happens is allegations come to you and you want to make sure you have all your affairs in order so you can deal with these punches.
Allegedly.
Diddy, the reason why he can still have what he has is because he's a billionaire. If he was worth $20 million, he'd have been already fucked. I mean, his lawyer fees.
Yeah, I mean,
right
he's
now,
got unlimited lawyer fees.
exactly.
So
that's what I'm saying.
His
lawyer
budget
fees,
is unlimited.
Exactly. So that's the difference. And most men don't have. Y'all not 1% of Diddy. That's what men don't understand. That's why everybody attacking Diddy, because when there's smoke, there's fire. And when there's fire, there's a whole bunch of people trying to put it out. And guess what? These people are the same people that are mad at Diddy. Well, come on. A lot of people are mad at Diddy. 50 got shots at Diddy. I mean, at one point, Diddy could have signed 50, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And 50...
I think 50's upset about that. But to be honest, maybe he's not anymore. Maybe at the time he's upset. But that actually worked out better for him.
Correct. And then listen, I don't
way better.
This is not a shot to 50. I think 50 is an amazing artist. 50 deserves everything he has.
It was a blessing in disguise.
100%. Shout out to Dr. Dre, Eminem, Aftermath, Shady Aftermath, the whole crew, G Unit, everything they done for hip hop, amazing. So this is not a shot to 50, but we do. Let me tell you something. Bitterness does exist in hip hop. Okay.
Allegedly.
People are bitter. So if I had a chance to fuck with you and you chose not to fuck with me, and I felt like I was one of the best candidates and you didn't fuck with me, I'm not gonna look at you the same. So when I do make it and I am successful, I'm gonna look down upon you. I don't care who you are.
I think that's true, because that actually, what you just said goes into what we were about to show on the screen. So the latest accusations and lawsuit that was filed, a lot of people are saying that was the cherry on top, and that's what's causing this.
Yeah.
Little Rod, the Love album producer, who is bitter, it seems like, because he was owed money and didn't get paid. Just like Cassie said, Diddy owed her money for music, so she was suing and got it. So there's photos. I don't know who took these photos, but if you look, there's a photo here on a yacht with Diddy and Cuba Gooding Jr. And Little Rod is in here too. He's got like a little studio set up where he's working on Pro Tools. You can actually see on his laptop he's using Pro Tools. But they're here. I don't know what they're holding each other for or saying to each other, but I don't know who took that picture. Maybe Little Rod. But right after that, there's another picture that came out during this civil lawsuit with Cuba got his arm around Little Rod. There's Little Rod on Pro Tools on his computer. Looks like he's working on something. And I don't know. It looks like Cuba's hand is on his leg or his arm. He's holding him with his other hand. I don't know what's going on, but he's accusing and saying that Cuba assaulted him as well on this yacht. And it was part of this whole situation why he's filing a lawsuit for all this crap.
Prove it.
But exactly, that's the point. So I think the feds going in and collecting everything they did is to collect evidence so they can prove it. Because if there's really nothing there, what the hell did you do? You came in with like tanks and shit. You see what they had on his driveway?
Listen to me, man.
It was like they were going to the cartel.
Stop the cap.
Everybody gonna keep saying that Diddy is guilty. Cool. That's your opinion. And there's a lot of people.
Allegedly.
There's a lot of people ain't saying shit. I was listening to an interview that Mason Cameron was having, and shout out to them guys. Them dudes are. They're a part of hip hop also. Cameron and Mace. We have nothing but love for those guys. Them dudes, what they did for hip hop was unbelievable. But listen, Mace said something that I don't know if this was this cap or was he being 100%
No,
real?
I think he was being for real.
And what he said was like, look, that's why God's plan is what it is. I exit early for a reason, because I didn't want to be in the positions.
He probably maybe allegedly saw some of this shit and wanted to get away from the situation.
He didn't want to be in these positions so these things can happen towards his future. So he left early. And he said what he lost to the money of sacrificing with Diddy, Cameron gave him that bag. That's crazy.
You also got a pastor named T.D. Jakes that's named in this Little Rod, I think, lawsuit.
I heard.
You also
and that's a heavy hitter.
You also got Prince Harry.
I mean, that's a heavy hitter also. I think TD, how can you say his name?
T.D. Jakes. I think all these guys are quiet.
Well, you have to be. But when you got Cat Williams calling out Diddy and calling out.
Oh yeah, let's hear that real quick. I got that right here.
Oh man, let's play it.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So that was a couple months ago.
Yeah. And shout out to.
Does he look like a Nostradamus now to you? Or do you think he was just capping and got lucky and everything? And it seems like it's coming to reality what he said.
I think when you're Cat Williams and you're in a position like Cat Williams and you're a comedian and you're in the streets every day and you're not taking handouts as a comedian, and you're not selling your soul, you're going to see the world differently than someone who's selling their soul to an industry getting a check. So
there's another part we won't play, but I'm sure all of you have seen this interview already.
He's just speaking
he
when
says that Diddy offered him $50 million a couple times and he had to deny it.
He's speaking what he sees physically, and he's expressing what he's been through. And I truly believe that this is why this dude hit 90 million views on the Shay Shay interview. It's just because black culture wants the truth. We've been lied to in the entertainment world for so long. And this is why I try to tell men, listen, you cannot be like Diddy. We all want money like Diddy. We all want to be wealthy like Diddy. We want to have businesses, CEO positions. We want to have careers, rappers, because our whole society's always been pushed to be an athlete or a rapper, right? Why can't we be doctors? Why can't we be surgeons? Why can't we be professors? Why can't we be scientists? Why can't we be engineers? All right? Everything for the black culture is push for entertainment. And this is why I try to tell you on the Cash Money Drink podcast, listen, man, look.
Entertainment.
You cannot follow these celebrities. Like I tell women, you can't follow Kim Kardashian. Fuck no. You're crazy. That's not the woman you should follow. And that's what women are doing. They're following Kim Kardashian. And then 1 out of 1 million women are successful. 1 out of 1 million women are successful. So what happens to the almost 900,000 plus women? They go fucking crazy. They do everything to copy this woman and they're not successful. Your body count's high. You have mental health issues because you don't trust men. You fucked every rapper. You fucked every athlete. I'm going to say it again. You fucked every rapper. You fucked every athlete and it didn't work out. And now you 25, 35, 45 trying to figure it out. And some of these women, they go younger because it's easier to manipulate a guy who's going to sleep with you because you're beautiful.
Well, Diddy's most recent girlfriend is younger, so and she went older.
And guess what?
And
a woman should go older, but it's who you choose who to fuck with.
This is crazy, man. This is something else that just came out. Allegedly, she was transferring pink cocaine to him, and she's Young Miami, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, whatever it is. Little Rod mentioned her, I think, too, and now she's in the mix. They're hitting him from like all angles.
Listen, it's
not just sexual stuff. It's also drugs, crime, and then the Kid Cudi bombing thing they're talking about. All this allegedly.
When
stuff.
There's smoke, there's fire.
It's all kinds of.
I'm
fire.
gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna say this again. I said this 3 months ago. I think this is our 4th or 5th video on Diddy. Listen, Diddy's an amazing artist. What he did for hip hop, he's probably in the 2nd or 3rd spot for what he created with rap. Jay-Z's probably one of the top. But we need to understand is there's a lot of victims and a lot of things at stake right now. And Diddy's in the lineup.
You think Jay-Z's involved like 50 Cent?
I'm not gonna say that. Y'all gotta understand. This is what I said 3-4 months ago. And you can
Allegedly.
I think they say that because they're such close friends.
Listen to me. When one big piece falls, okay, it's how do you say this, Rami?
Yeah, this was back in December. You said this when we did the first video. You said this is crazy because you didn't think anything would really come out of it at the end because you said he's not alone. If he's doing something wrong, there's other people that are either bigger than him or smaller than him or at his level doing it too. and they're probably going to try to do everything they can to stop it from coming out.
Listen, man.
But they already got in his house and got whatever they got. It's not looking good for those people either.
Listen, man. If Diddy is one of the pieces, how many other pieces are behind Diddy?
It's like the Epstein thing, right?
100%. What other
there was
names?
All kinds of pieces.
What
on
other
list.
names are attached to Diddy? And it's funny, man, because you see so many people in the celebrity world attaching themselves to Diddy. So many people saying, and they on the other side with the torches and the fire, and they saying Diddy, 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 and they destroying him. And these are people that once befriended him. These are the people that once went to his parties and joined those rooms that Cat Williams talk about. But this is funny. This is why I tell you as men, you must know who you fuck with. You must understand that your kingdom is always being attacked by motherfucking peasants and servants. You got to understand why the pyramids was built. There's a bottom level and there's a high level. What position do you own in this world? You're not going to win. Let me explain something to you. The day you become a millionaire, they're going to try to take that from you. And the government's going to try to take half. Period. You're not going to beat the government. As long as you live in America, you fucked. Okay? So as Diddy, and it took him 30 years to get where he's at, his kingdom's being attacked. They did it to Michael Jackson. They did it to Prince. I mean, they did it to OJ.
Well, people see, I don't know about OJ, but I think Michael Jackson and Prince, people think they're innocent. I don't think anybody thinks this guy's innocent.
Listen to me. As long as you have money and power and you go have freak loans, this is why the Bible's important. I don't care what religion you follow. It makes sense. If you want one wife, cool. If you want 3 wives, cool. But it prevents you from doing these freak offs. It prevents you from doing all these stupid things that put you around your enemies. Let me tell you something. Most of the people that went to these freak offs was jealous of Diddy. Do you see the kind of crib this man has? The kind of cribs and access that he has?
At least three.
Bro.
He probably has more they didn't rate.
Bro, listen to me. Diddy's in a bad position. And we have to see how this play out. I understand what 50's saying. 50's in a position where this is what 50 does. And 50,
he's been to some of these parties too. So.
50 is good at this. And Jay-Z, listen, we don't know. Y'all, it's a lot of shit.
I can't wait till the documentary comes out.
There's a lot of shit coming out on Jay-Z. But I'm not going to sit here and go at Jay-Z or Beyonce. Y'all, why are we keep attacking black people? Why are we keep trying to destroy black people? Why are we keep trying to destroy black culture? Why are we keep being rats? You got a guy pulling out on motherfucking video outside of Diddy's house in a Bentley talking about Diddy's. That's all he does is he's a like, bro, you ain't never been to the party. You ratting talking about what he's doing, but never been there.
Stop it. Get some help.
You lucky to be in the neighborhood with Diddy, but you sitting out here so quick to kill your black culture. This is what I'm talking about. We are the only civilization as black people in America today that will kill each other and destroy each other because of jealousy. Listen, y'all want to see Diddy disappear? That's y'all decision. Let's see what happens. But we're gonna end this subject because I truly believe this.
I feel like we're gonna be on the subject every week until it ends.
Well, listen,
this shit's coming out quick. Every day there's new shit coming out.
Celebrity news.
We're gonna keep reporting it because it has to do with our culture, but it also has to do with for men. Men, pay attention. While you're 21, 22, and you're starting your own record label, you're about to sign your next little baby or Drake. Pay attention how this industry works and how they're trying to defund and destroy men, especially black culture. Let me tell you something. Why is it that all these powerful black idols are being destroyed? Andrew Tate talks about this, and y'all don't pay attention. The system is simple. If you don't follow the matrix, if you don't follow the rules that they put in place, they will do everything they can by destroying you. And how they start with it is sexual allegations, and how they start with it is saying SA, and how they start with it is giving a whole bunch of people who don't already like you, who are already your enemy, and making them say that they was in those rooms, and that's how they destroy you. It starts this way. And listen, Diddy got enough money to fight these charges, but if you got 3-4 people raiding your mansions, it don't look good for Diddy.
Epstein had a lot of money too.
Hey, and he had a sex island. But
yeah,
hey, we'll get back. We'll get back on this subject. I think this is going to be a long conversation. Time to come. Hey guys, what's good? It's your boy Cash Money Drink Podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys click over here to subscribe, and to watch more, click over here. And to keep this production going, because we're doing a lot of crazy work, make sure you guys on the bottom of the video do super thanks. We appreciate it. It's your boy Cash Money Dreams. We out of here.